Students will get copy of the lecture through Gmail. Today's topic is preparation of feasibility study report. This topic was taught to students after midterm examination. Feasibility study report is an initial comprehensive document. It is prepared before investment. Feasibility study report is prepared by professionals like civil engineers and others. Feasibility study report is prepared to find out whether project is doable, whether project is profitable, giving good rate of return on investment, what are the risks associated with the project. Feasibility study report includes the resources required like manpower, machinery, material, money, methodology. There are different types of feasibility study reports like technical feasibility study report, financial feasibility study report, economic feasibility study report, environmental impact assessment, and legal study report. Above reports are required to successfully design, build, develop, construct, and maintain a project. Now let's take an example of setting up an industry, how a feasibility study report would be prepared. Technical feasibility study report to establish an industry. The first aspect is what is the location of site, the map, coordinates, physical and topographic survey, soil investigations, groundwater study, land ownership and cost of land. Since we are going to establish industry, some aspects are very important like accessibility to land, air, water, availability of infrastructure like electricity, natural gas, water, drainage system, and roads. Then availability of raw material, and with raw material, availability of labor is also very important. Alongside with all these aspects, availability of market and downstream facilities that will be required to support the industry are very important. These are the technical aspects that have to be taken into account when you are going to establish an industry. What about the financial feasibility study report? What aspects have to be studied? First of all, what is the cost? Next, the budget allocation, funding source, expenditure and income, cash flows, cash inflow, cash outflow, what are the risks associated with the project, price of product, taxes payable to Federal Board of Revenue. Next would be economic feasibility study report to study the key economic indicators like what is the payback period. The payback period should be as short as possible from investor point of view. Benefit cost ratio. Benefit cost ratio should be more than 1. Benefit should be higher, less, and cost should be less. The minimum attractive rate of return and the annual cost of the project, which is called EUAC, net present value of the project, internal rate of return. The higher the internal rate of return or IRR, the better it is. Break-even analysis of the project, that is, income should be higher than expenditure. The affordability analysis, because the product that's going to be manufactured would be for the consumption of consumers, so it should be affordable by the consumers. Repayment schedule, marketing of the project is also very important component. The next aspect which I mentioned earlier is environmental impact assessment. What are the positive impacts and what are the negative impacts? Negative impact is very vital to find out how to resolve the negative impact on the environment. Now, legal aspects of the feasibility report that include laws, rules, regulations, all these laws that are applicable and relevant to the project. Law of land is always very important and is the dominating factor. That's it. Thank you very much.